Hey everybody, and welcome to ESHQ's Comps 1. I'm Green Havoc, and today we're going to be exploring, well, what a good team comp is. So stick around.
Cease your resistance. Nerf this. Quadruple systems checked out. I'm back in the fight.
Alrighty, let's get on into it. First thing I need to say is we look at comps a little differently than the general player base. And what I mean by that is what you would call, or what most people would call, I'll say, a 2-2-2, we typically call a 3-3. The 2-2-2 stands for 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 supports. The 3-3 stands for frontline and backline. 3 heroes operating on the front line, 3 heroes operating on the back line. We like to look at it this way because it's more about where the heroes want to play, so it's easier to understand who's trying to operate on what levels and what synergies in the team to allow there to be a clear-cut win condition. Let's look at a bad team comp as far as a 2-2-2 in the general player base is concerned. Let's say we got a Reinhardt, got a main tank. We've got a Roadhog, got an off tank. We've got a Soldier, we've got a Junkrat. We've got an Ana, we've got a Zed. We've got a main healer, we've got an off healer, we've got 2 DPS. Should be a good comp, right? Well, what is this comp trying to do? Reinhardt wants to push forward and brawl. He wants to be in close proximity. Roadhog kind of wants to be in a middle ground. He's kind of a pick-based hero. So we've got a brawler, we've got a pick-based hero, we've got a controlled pressure spam hero in Soldier. He likes to put out lots of damage that's accurate, and he can really go like, I want you to feel uncomfortable. I want you to feel uncomfortable. We've got a true spam with Junkrat, and then we have 2 backline supports, true backline supports in Zenyatta and Ana. This team doesn't have a clear win condition in it. If you nano boost the Reinhardt, he might go too far, and then there's no secondary support or protection, and none of these heroes are particularly good at peeling for one another. The ults don't combo well, and there's just not a synergy in sight. Whereas for a 3-3, the way we like to look at it, let's look at a basic 3-3. For us, it would be a Reinhardt, a Zarya, a Brig, 3 heroes that operate on the front line, who want to be able to get the most out of their kit by intercepting damage, stunning, disrupting, and brawling. Whereas our 3 in the back, the second 3, is going to be a Hanzo, a Widowmaker, and a Mercy. Mercy can easily traverse between the front line and the back line depending on who needs more healing, and the Hanzo and Widowmaker can operate independently of each other or support each other to create deadly pockets of damage that can be thrown out onto the enemy. On top of that, the team has good synergy with each other as far as an ult economy and managing the entire game with Dragon Strike into Graviton, Earth Shatter to get Gravitons, and Widowmaker and Hanzo both with great sight lines and their ability to see through walls with either their ultimate or the Sonic Arrow. There's just a lot of overlapping synergy in the team. Win conditions aligning for the team to be able to play together well. Let's look at a very popular team comp. Goats. Goats, or what's known as 3 tank, 3 support. So by the standard public would be a 3-3. For us here at ESHQ, we would call it a 6. Because all 6 of these heroes want to operate on the front line. The true Goats works with a Reinhardt, a Zarya, a Roadhog, a Brigitte, a Lucio, and a Moira. The reason for this is because the synergy of how these heroes want to play lines up in the composition. Roadhog provides the pick damage, Zarya and Reinhardt want to brawl and have the ability to peel for each other, Brigitte wants to be right up there with them, Moira can easily peel for herself with her fade and can put out a lot of healing and a lot of damage. Meanwhile, the Lucio is going to allow them to get to the point and get to the enemy team as fast as possible so they don't take as much damage. You start replacing any of these healers with Anas or Mercies or Zens, it starts to really lose its potency. You start to change up the tank cob to Winstons and Divas, and you can make it work, but it's just not the same comp. The comp wants to work as a single ball, move to the point and say, try and take it back. So the big thing I hope you start to understand by the way we look at comps in comparison to the average player is we are looking at the overlapping synergies of heroes. How does your hero play? How does your ally's hero play? How can they work together to make something better than the sum of their parts? Because Overwatch is ultimately a very, very team-driven game. Now, yes, you can carry. I'm not going to say that no one's ever carried or that, unorganized teams always lose, because sadly that's not true. But when you are organized and you've got carry heroes on your team and people that can make those big plays, when you're helping each other make those plays, it just becomes easier and it becomes more repeatable. So playing with the same group of friends, understanding how everyone wants to play, what are the synergies, what are the comps we like to run, figure out your comps. We've got a video for that, and we've got here a hero list video coming out. We've got more of these comp discussions coming out. So anyway, guys, I hope you learned something, and I'll see you on the ladder.